putting things into words and explaining things in detail, because that's what we're looking for. We can't tell if you know something unless you say it. So a key thing is to practice and get to know how long 3 minutes is and how long 4 minutes is, so that you'll fill the time instead of be done halfway through. And that's what happened last time we ran into each other, that a lot of the assessors said they didn't get a lot of the stuff, but they only used half the time. And I'm not sure why they didn't, talk more. So anything you can think of that's related to solving this problem or the situation, say it. Okay, a second type of exercise is a technical structured oral interview, and that's very similar except it's focused on technical issues, so it's more operational issues, like it could have to do with equipment, apparatus placement, problem solving on the scene, safety considerations. So all those are the type of technical questions we might ask in a technical interview. In this type of interview, most of the questions will be provided in the room. They won't be provided in advance. So it's the kind of thing where we would expect that these safety considerations are important and they're on the top of your head, and you won't need advance time to think about them. On this one, because most of the questions are going to be read in the room, there's nothing wrong with taking a few minutes and getting your thoughts together before you start talking. So they just said, this is happening at a fire scene, this is where your apparatus is, you've run into this issue, what would you do to problem solve? There's nothing wrong with taking 10 seconds and writing down some notes. You'll have a notepad in front of you, or thinking through, okay, these are all the things that are going on, this is what I would do. There's nothing wrong with thinking through before you start talking. And these kind of problem-solving ones or technical ones, if you kind of just start talking, you might miss something, where if you thought it through a little bit, you might come up with a more comprehensive response, which is what we're looking for. So it's helpful to think through your response. You don't have to rush into responding. And again, if you finish your response and you still have time and you remember something, you can add that. Okay, the third type of exercise I wanted to talk about is an in-basket. What we provide, in-basket is an old term that refers to an actual basket on a desk where you get all your memos and documentation where you put your basket. You kind of have to go through it first thing in the morning when you come into work. Well, basically, what an in-basket is measuring is all the little things that are thrown in at you in a particular job, or when you come in, just things you have to deal with, all the stuff that comes through your office that you have to deal with. So the way it's formatted is we have one issue per sheet of paper, and that's all stapled together, and most of our in-baskets have like 8 to 12 items or issues that you have to deal with. And it's an oral in-basket, so you stand in front of the assessors and say, item 1 is a high priority, and these are the steps I would take to handle it. Item 2 is a lower priority, and these are the steps I would take to handle it. So what we're measuring here is a lot of the administrative management, planning, prioritizing, organizing your day to make sure you accomplish what's most important first, and then the other things. So let's see, usually it lasts between 15 and 20 minutes. A timer will be displayed on the surface. Your objective is to respond to all the issues presented to you that would come through your desk. Some of the pitfalls is talking too fast. We've often heard that you have 20 minutes to present on these 12 items. Someone goes in there and they're done in 8 minutes and they missed a lot. It's because they felt like, I have to hurry, I have to get through it all. And they get through all of it, and then they didn't cover a lot of what they needed to cover. Again, with this one, if you go through all of your items and say how you would handle each one, the priority level, and so on, and you still have 5 minutes left, feel free to go back through your items again and then say, oh yeah, on item 2, I forgot to mention I would also notify my BC about it, or I would also, you can add to that. We also, and I'm not sure how this happens, but if there's 11 items, you can count on that we're going to have criteria for each of those 11 items. So if you don't address one of the items, you're going to some of the key things on the list. So don't skip items. Make sure you handle all of them. And it's important to be organized in this, in the basket. We leave room on the paper for you to write on it. So you can take notes on how you would handle each one and then, keep them in an orderly fashion. That's something I should point out on all of these exercises. So in the prep room, you get the instructions and you get a notepad, you get pens, you get a highlighter. So you can take notes on the instructions, you can take notes on the notepad, you will take all that with you into the exercise rooms. So anything that you've prepared, you take with you into the room. It's not like you have to remember it off the top of your head. Any notes you take, you can bring into the room. And then we collect all the notes when it's all over and we shred them so the notes don't go to the assessors, they don't evaluate your notes. That's all shredded, but it's just for your use. Sometimes, one additional thing, sometimes in an in-basket we might have one written component where you have to respond to one of the items in an email. So if we do something like that, we would provide a laptop for you to type in the response. And we would print that. I'm not sure whether that'll be part of it, but once in a while, mostly it's oral, we are explaining what you would do, but every once in a while we also include one small written component on this one. Okay, the next exercise is a staff or crew meeting. There's 3 parts to the crew meeting exercise. The first part is providing a management introduction where we say you're meeting with this crew for the first time, tell them about what your expectations are of them, what they can expect of you, what your management style is. So that's one part of it. The second part is we usually include like an email from your superior with a list of issues that are going on with that group, like we've had these safety issues, or we have had these customer complaints, or things are going well, these two get along well, but these two don't get along, those kinds of things, like issues that are going on if you're new to a job that they review with you. And then part of the meeting with the crew is covering that information with them, like how would you explain it to them, what would you cover, what would you deal with later. The third part is questions from your crew. So we usually have like 3 or 4 questions where they're questioning you about something going on, like what's going on with this, or can you tell me more about that? And some of them are more challenging questions, and so we're seeing how you would respond to these types of questions. And usually that lasts about 15 minutes. We're not sure yet whether the assessors will be reading the questions or whether we'll have it on a surface. We've, like I said, we're moving more to having those types of questions on the surface so that we don't have to rely on the assessors to read the questions. So I have an example here of what that would look like. It's a little bit of a funny example, but I'll show you what that could look like. And this is, again, just the third part with the questions from the staff. Hopefully we'll be able to hear it. Okay, so how that works is, you probably couldn't hear what she said, but she read this question. So she said, this station has been run fine without you here. The captain has never had a problem with how we run the house and it's his house. Why are you trying to make changes before you've gotten to know us? You came here and I think you should be learning our ways, not the other way around, which is kind of an extreme type question. We probably wouldn't have anything that disrespectful. But anyway, so we would have the surface, she would say the question, and then the question is displayed when you're responding to it. So you're responding to the question, the timer's right there, and the question's displayed. When the timer runs out, then it will go back to the video of those 3 people, and the next person would ask a question. And then the question would come up, and the timer comes up, and you can respond to that Okay, so that's how that part of the crew meeting would work. Okay, next one is the tactical. So for the tactical exercise, we would provide instructions, the dispatch information, a map or two, and possibly the pre-plan for that structure. And all that would be provided during prep time. When you go into the exercise room, the surface would display a video of the fire scene. Usually the first video shows you approaching the building, and then there's some questions. And then the second video shows the fire scene progressing, and then there's some more questions. And then the third, and then if there's a third video, the scene progresses more, and then more questions. So it asks questions like, what units would you assign? Those types of, it depends on the rank of what the questions will say. The exercises usually last about 13 to 20 minutes. Some of the pitfalls we've seen is getting ahead of yourself. So that's basically not just answering the question that's presented, but going through everything you would do on that fire when you haven't even gotten there yet, or going through everything you would do through the end, instead of just taking the time you have to answer the specific question that was just put up there. So read the question and answer the questions that are listed up there instead of getting ahead of yourself. Some of the other pitfalls we see is not acting on the role you're testing for. So if you're a lieutenant testing for captain, remember you're responding as a captain. And think through what a captain would be doing in this situation. Some people kind of fall back into their current rank in their response, and they don't respond at a high enough level. And that kind of goes through all the exercises, but we see it the most in the tactical. Another thing is not keeping track of your units. This is a big thing. You have to stay organized. You could end up having to give the BC or whatever rank a face-to-face transfer report at the end, and you're going to have to explain where everyone is. And if you haven't kept track of your units and where people are, you won't be able to explain that accurately. So be systematic in your response. Try to think through everything you do. You can take notes, there'll be a notepad there, and keep track of what you're doing. So the biggest thing we saw last time is that getting ahead of yourself. So know that there will be additional slides and that the fire scene is going to evolve. And kind of stay where you are and answering those questions, knowing there'll be more time to get further. The other thing is with this type of tactical, the choices you make and the things you do aren't going to change how, like you may do something that would have put the fire out faster. And it's not a dynamic scenario where we take it in different directions based on what you do. So you may get to the next slide and it looks like, and you did things a little differently than the assumptions of the slide progression. You kind of have to adapt a little bit and just see where the fire is at that point and see what's going on at that point and take the steps at that point, knowing it didn't adjust for what you did. Does that make sense? I can kind of explain that more in the questions. Okay, and the last type of exercise would be just a written exercise where we're evaluating written skills. Detailed instructions would be provided. It would always be on a laptop. You wouldn't need to handwrite anything. There would be a timer in the room, and the types of assignments this would be like an email to your superior, summarizing a meeting or summarizing a call. It could be a report. It could be something like reviewing a report with the subordinate who's having trouble with reports, and then sending him an email on what's wrong with the report. Those are all like typical written exercises. Usually it's kind of a summary memo is usually how we do that. Okay. So it's been an hour and 2 minutes. Does anyone need a break or should I keep going? Any thoughts on What? Okay. All right, so the next thing we're going to go through is what we're measuring, the performance skill dimensions that are being measured. And these are all things that came out important for the job, in the job analysis. It's, the importance of each of these varies based on the rank. So obviously leadership would be stronger. In the BC rank, it might come out as more important than like the lieutenant. But these are the dimensions we're looking at. So management and supervision, leadership, critical thinking, administrative management, interpersonal skills, community relations, oral communication, and written communication. And the next slides go through and define each one of these, and these definitions are provided to the assessors, so basically they know what they're trying to measure. I'm going to kind of just highlight some of the key things on each one of these, and again, these definitions will be available to you in some version. So management and supervision, that's basically all that goes into performance management. So coaching, training, managing performance, progressive discipline, monitoring performance, setting expectations, a lot of motivating falls more under leadership, but that delegating, that's another thing, so all that falls under supervision and management. Leadership is more inspiring and guiding to identifying your common vision and working with your team to get to that common vision. So, and serving as a role model. Those are all things that fall under leadership. Critical thinking is everything involved with identifying a problem, analyzing a problem, problem solving, and decision making. All those analytical skills, making decisions, all that falls under critical thinking. Administrative management is basically planning, organizing, prioritizing, all the things you have to do to make sure, all of your jobs are very multitasking type jobs. And it's basically being able to prioritize and get what's most important done first. And then for the higher ranks like BC, there might be a more long-term planning component to it. Okay, interpersonal skills. This is everything involved with building relationships, being able to get along with other people, teamwork, effectively working with other people. That's all the interpersonal skills components. Community relations